Big lover, everyone, and welcome to this full moon in Scorpio Rebirthing Breathwork sound healing. It's called Releasing Self-Doubt. Releasing self-doubt. Very powerful energies. This is a full lunar eclipse coming in tomorrow, a blood moon. So big energies. I've been feeling them today in a very positive way, and I'm really excited for this journey. A little bit nervous too, but when I get nervous, it's a good thing. A little bit of performance anxiety never goes astray. It's this is the thing. Straight off the bat, releasing self-doubt. I always have self-doubt when I do these sessions. It's just a part of it, and it's okay. It's okay to have some. First of all, it's okay to have some self-doubt. But it's really when self-doubt paralyzes us, so we can't get started or we can't move forward, that it becomes a challenge, it becomes an issue. So that's what this is really all about. It's not about, it is about releasing self-doubt, but it's not about fully releasing self-doubt, because then what would you be? You'd be like a god or a goddess. You got to have some of this humanness to keep you here. And so I always feel a bit of nerves, much less than I used to. So this is one of the main things, is that self-doubt dissipates the more you do something, doesn't it? So it's like, if you have self-doubt, get out there and challenge yourself a bit. You know, I remember when I first performed music live, it was 2008 was the first time I really performed music live. I was at a cafe in Argentina in a little town called Capilla del Monte, and I was so nervous, and my wife Rosarmi thought I was going to have a heart attack or something, because I was just like, oh shit, I'm so scared. And I did this gig. It wasn't a sound healing gig, it was a music gig. I was scared, so much self-doubt. I was scared out of my brains, and wasn't the best gig at all. I was very shy and timid, and singing, not projecting so much. But the thing is that I did it. I did it, and then I did it again, and then I did it again. And again. And then I remember when we came back to Australia in 2011 with our twins, 2010 actually, after the fog cleared of having twins and coming home to Australia, sometime in 2011 I said, okay, Rosarmi, to my wife, I said, I'm going to do a sound healing. I'm going to do my first sound healing in Australia. This was 2011. And I said, I can only handle 8 people. So I'm only going to do 8 people. And I had a friend who had a yoga studio at Cronulla, down the south of Sydney, where I'm from. And I called her up, Tara. I said, Tara, I want to do a sound healing. Can I come and do it at your yoga studio? She said, yeah. And I said, I only want 8 people, okay? Just 8 people. That's all I can handle. That's all I can handle energetically, I said. That's the only space I want to hold. So 28 people turned up. It's 28 or 29. I was like, holy crapola. The universe was like, 8 people? What? We're going to give you 28. We're going to give you 28 people. So 28 people came to my first sound journey in Sydney. We're in Australia. And I was very nervous. I was still scared, and I was raw, and I was rough, and I used to play the crystal bowl way too loud, and probably grate the thing around the edge. You know what I mean? You know that when you go to sound healings and they're graters. Well, I was a grater, and I used to walk around going, sending the biggest vibration possible through the space, because I thought, yeah, bigger is better, that sort of thing. And I learned over time, just to digress a bit, that less is more. And But what I'm trying to get at here in relation to self-doubt is I wasn't perfect. I was so rough and ready and so raw. And but I went out there. I remember in a few of my first sound healings, people walked out and, because I was rough, but I was learning on the job. And but I was teachable. So I remember meeting someone who could play the crystal bowls properly and seeing that she didn't grate the handle off the beater and, she played them gently. So I took note and I started playing the crystal bowls gently. And so, we learn along the way. And the self-doubt as we step into our life path, our heart's journey, it does start to fall away. It never falls away completely. And it's very interesting that this full moon in Scorpio is all about walking your true path. And it's all about, within that, it's about walking your true path, but not being too fixed on the outcome that you're expecting. So we definitely go forward towards our goal, and as we go forward, we release self-doubt and we get better and better at doing what we're doing, but also allowing the magic of the universe to guide our path a bit and let some surprises happen. I thought that my music career was all going to be my songs. So instead of being about my songwriting to this point, it's been about sound healing. So we can move forward towards what we want to do with our lives, but also leave some room for the universe to show us the magic and what we're really supposed to be doing. So that's a little bit about what today's about. I do want to share one more thing with you about self-doubt before I get into the explanation about rebirthing breathwork and we get into the session. And that is, there's something that I learned a long time ago from one of my mentors over the years, and it's called the success cycle. And the success cycle goes, success builds confidence, confidence creates activity, activity creates habits, and habits create results, which is success. And it's an upward spiral, okay? And when you get on that upward spiral, which is the success cycle, so when you get on the upward spiral, which is the success cycle, it's just about getting on that ride, get on that spiral, get on at the ground floor where you start small with what you're trying to offer the world or wanting to offer the world, or what your heart's desire is. Start small. I remember up until 2015, I was doing sound healings at people's houses. Even in 2016, when I went on tour, I did a couple of home sound healings. And then the following year, I was doing, Mossman Art Gallery, which holds 90 people. But it was like part of the journey to do people's houses with 10 people. But I got on the success cycle, which was success builds confidence. By getting in and doing those home gigs, my confidence was built enough to start doing yoga studios. And then I started doing yoga studios, did them for many years, and then my confidence built up enough and my knowledge of marketing grew enough to be able to do big places like Mossman Art Gallery in Sydney and Abbotsford Convent, Grand Hall in Melbourne, places like that. But it was a journey on the success cycle, and along the way of the success cycle, just releasing self-doubt through experiencing and moving forward and taking one step in front of the other and moving forward. So you got any thoughts about that? Share with me something about this. I'm just looking at the comments. Share with me something about what releasing self-doubt means to you. Drop something in the comments. Let's have a share. This is a circle. Suntara Sound Circle is a circle. So I love it when people share what they have to say. So is there anything that you want to share about releasing self-doubt? Anna Clancy, looking forward to this moving forward. Yeah, that's what it's about. It's about moving forward. Releasing perfectionism, Alina Brady. Oh my God. Join that lucrative club. I'm just about to release 2 albums. Oh my God, talk about perfectionism. Yep, just having a go. If I release self-doubt, I know I will fly. You fly, Michelle. Yeah. Hey, Angie. Release of crazy thinking and feelings. Yeah, become unstuck. And Kathy Shields, becoming unstuck, processes like this can really help you to become unstuck. Okay. Yeah, self-doubt could be fear, false evidence appearing real. That's a big one. False evidence appearing real. Just know that you are enough no matter what. Vulnerability is powerful. I would really like the confidence to share my creativity. And Pips, just get started. Get started small and you move on to the success cycle. Coming up today, starting a whole new thing is stretching. Yeah. Awareness to where you even truly hold the self-doubt. Yeah, that's big too. Thank you so much for all the shares. Fran Key, getting out of my own way, backing myself every time. Getting out of your own way, absolutely. And you won't back yourself every time because you're a human being. There's times where I don't back myself and I get backed into a corner. So you got to allow for a bit of humanness as well, but definitely getting out of your own way. Stepping out of your comfort zone and being vulnerable absolutely is what needs to happen, especially in the beginning. Angie, not an easy thing to do. Would love to get rid of it so I can start living, start doing. Well, the way to get rid of it the way to get rid of it is to start living and start doing, and that's how the self-doubt starts to fall away. Release fear and build courage, Rebecca. Accepts that I won't be perfect. That's a huge one, Kanti Devi. We mentioned before as well that perfectionism can also be very powerful because perfectionism allows you to get better. I just went through a huge journey of perfectionism with my albums that I'm releasing tomorrow, by the way, and I've had to just let go now. They're not perfect. They were recorded live. One of them was recorded in a hall. It's beautiful. It sounds great, and it's a really powerful session, but it's certainly not musically perfect. So it's like, you got to let go. Just got to let go. And that's it. You got to let go and move forward, as Sonia Neski says. No more procrastination. Beautiful, everyone. Beautiful shares. Awesome stuff. How am I coming through? Am I coming through loud and clear, everyone? Can you hear me good? It'll get louder when I start playing music. It'll get louder when I start playing music, so don't worry too much about that. Moving forward, Mandy B, thank you for the congratulations. Appreciate that. All right, so, you can read back through the comments of what people have written here, and you can get, 25 different angles on what it means to have self-doubt and how we can move through it. So, but the main one is to just get started and start small and start and keep going. This is the thing. Start and keep going. That's all I did with sound healing. I started and I kept going. And if you were on one of my early lives back in 2017 or even as recent as last year, you know that the sound quality, for example, that I'm getting is much better now. It's so clear. But that was a process. It was a journey. It's taken me 5 years of staying stuck for a year and being scared to take the next step and taking a year to take another step and then taking that step and going, what the fuck was I worried about? That was so easy. Things that I thought were going to take me days. It's like, oh my God, it took me half an hour to make that change to my sound setup that makes such a huge difference. We just make this stuff up in our heads sometimes. And when we come to do it, we go, oh, really? Is that it? Isn't that what happens? Yeah, that's what happens. All right, so that's the self-doubt thing. So let's, together, we hold this intention for this rebirthing sound healing for this full moon in Scorpio to really help us all to become unstuck in whatever ways we're stuck, to help us move forward. You might notice in a month from now or 2 months from now, you'll go, oh, wow, I'm moving forward. I've taken steps. And, this will have been part of that, because these sessions, rather than being, a big sledgehammer that breaks down a wall, it can be a very subtle thing that is like a catalyst in your life that, in a few months' time, you'll look back and go, oh, okay, things changed. And I did that session. I'm not saying this is everything. It's definitely very helpful. But obviously, it's a catalyst, and it causes other events to happen that send you on your way. So don't underestimate the power of this session, especially with the energies around today. And let's all set that intention. I'm also calling in Suntara, the higher being that works through me. I know he's very present today, big, benevolent, masculine presence, and feminine presence, but mainly masculine presence. Thank you, Suntara, for coming and working through me and working with us all. Also thanking Babaji, Anandamayi Ma, Mother Mary, Saint Germain, highest guides of the light, my guides, and thank you for everything that you do for me. And please be present today for this amazing session. And if you want to call in, whoever you want to call in for this session, calling in the spiritual energies and acknowledging them and being grateful for them, because we are so grateful for that space holding from the other side, that help from the other side. And it's a beautiful thing. So before we get started, I just want to talk to you about rebirthing breathwork. I know that a lot of you have done sessions with me before, but a lot of you haven't. So I want to talk to you about rebirthing, what to expect, what is rebirthing. So rebirthing breathwork is a form of breathwork. Largely there's two schools of breathwork. There's rebirthing and there's holotropic. If you go back far enough, if you go back to the 60s and 70s, you had holotropic and you had rebirthing. So holotropic was started by a man called Stanislaw Grof, and Stanislaw Grof was using LSD in a therapeutic environment, helping people helping to cure psychoses by using LSD to help them see around a corner, to help them let go of things that they were stuck in, that sort of thing. And then what happened was the governments of the world came along and said you can't use LSD anymore in the 70s, and so he had to find another way. So what Stanislaw Grof did, he noticed how people were breathing at the end of their session, or, during their sessions with the LSD. So what he did, he thought, okay, what if I, guide them into that breathing rhythm and use evocative music and different tools to cause an altered state of consciousness and help them to move through, these different mental challenges that they might be having or physical challenges. So that was, in a nutshell, what holotropic breathwork is about. And that holotropic has grown into many different branches. You may have heard of things like breath of bliss and shamanic breathwork, which is quite big, especially in Bali and Australia right now. Cathartic breathwork is another name for holotropic breathwork. And really the intention with cathartic breathwork or holotropic is to get someone to release emotions. And sometimes that release of emotions is quite dramatic. There can be screaming and different things. My first experience of breathwork was cathartic breathwork, my first 4 sessions in Sydney. And I did scream my head off. I screamed with my toenails, actually. I was screaming that much. And I screamed, oh my God, they had to put a pillow over my face because I was going to be getting someone calling police that I was screaming so much from my holotropic sessions. And I thought, I felt so great after them because of all the screaming. It was so cathartic. But I found that, wow, it was like opening a can of worms, and the worms were just splattered everywhere, and I didn't know how to integrate all of this stuff that had been released. And the practitioner, there wasn't much support, so I just found that it was, a little bit too much too soon, or a lot too much too soon for me. And that's not. I'm not saying that that's it's all cathartic breathwork is bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that for me, I experienced it in a way that it was way too much too soon for me, and actually hurt me a bit. Hurt me quite a bit, because I was really. It took me 3 years to integrate those cathartic sessions, mainly because of how they were run. So fortunately, by an amazing synchronicity, and some of you heard the full story about this, 2 years after I did those sessions, I was in Mexico at a cancer clinic, and was very fortunate to be sitting in the waiting room at that cancer clinic talking to patients, because I was just curious about curing cancer. I didn't have cancer myself, but I was curious about curing cancer and what they were doing at these clinics in Mexico. That's another story if you ever want to talk to me about it. But I was sitting in the waiting room, and I was introduced to a man called Mr. Orr, and it's just turned out that it was Leonard Orr, the founder of Rebirthing Breathwork. So I was actually going to study cathartic breathwork, and I had got a check from the bank to pay this guy to study cathartic, and the bank forgot to sign a check. And then 2 years later, I ran into the founder of the other style in a cancer clinic in Mexico. I kid you not. One of the most incredible synchronicities of my life, I have to say. So that's what happened. So when I met Leonard, I started studying Rebirthing Breathwork. He actually was running a training 2 weeks after I met him in California at a hot springs resort, and I went to learn rebirthing. And rebirthing is nose breathing. It's much gentler, and for me, it was much gentler and much more easy to integrate the sessions. And rather than being about, activating a strong emotional response, rebirthing breathwork is about relaxation. Okay? It's about gentleness and relaxation, because, the human wants to push sometimes. The ego, if we can push someone to scream and release, we really feel like that's helping them. But at the end of the day, it's pushing. And with rebirthing, what we do is we go for the relaxation, and then out of the relaxation can come so many things. Can come an emotional release. If it's ready to come out, we can have an emotional release happen. But that when the intention is gentleness and relaxation, that emotional release is bubbling up from deep within, and it's organic. It's coming because it's ready. It's not coming because it's forced, or we're pushing into someone's solar plexus saying, "Come on, breathe harder," or something like that. It's more organic. It's bubbling up, fizzing up from within. So, but other things can bubble up. Many of my biggest healings with rebirthing breathwork were simply realizations. Like, maybe I had a realization about, maybe I was upset with my mother about something, or my father about something. We've all got things with our parents. I love my parents very much, dearly. They're amazing parents, but there was times in my childhood and my adulthood where I got upset with them or something, you know. So there was many times during rebirthing sessions where I had that realization, or, you know, I was bullied at school, so I had a realization. It took me a while to realize that they were the kids that were hurting. I had that realization a few times in a breathwork session, that in a rebirthing session, that they were the kids that were hurting. And it allowed me to reframe the trauma that I experienced, and it allowed me to let it go. I don't think I've fully let it go, but I let a lot of it go. And it was from having that realization in the silence, in the stillness. So, you know, largely this is what rebirthing breathwork is about. It's about a spirit of gentleness, a spirit of patience, and it's about gentleness. And I am going to guide you into a breathing rhythm that is gentle in its application, but once you do get relaxed through this and through the evocative sound of the sound healing, you could still have an intense experience, but at least you know it's coming from a place of the application of what we're doing here is gentle. And then what can rise to the surface can be intense, but whatever rises to the surface through this gentleness, you're ready for it. You're ready for it. And I'm always available after the session for anyone to call me on Messenger or to send me a message, voice messages, but I'm very willing to get on calls after. This is a very safe space. No one's had any problems. I've been doing this online for 2 years, and because we do it rebirthing way and gently, it's very well contained. Okay? So I'm going to guide you through the breathing rhythm, but first I just want to talk to you about some of the things you may experience. So when we go into the breathing rhythm, you will get relaxed. And if you don't get relaxed, then find a breathing rhythm that relaxes you. It might be slower, it might be faster, it might be shallower, it might be deeper. Or today you might just go, I'm opting out of the breath work, I'm just going to receive the sound healing, and that's okay too. I do encourage you to try the breath work, but if it's just not happening, or you're too sleepy, or you had a big meal recently or something, the sound healing is plenty. It's plenty. So we're not about force here, not about forcing you to do this. And but you can get relaxed. You should get relaxed. You can get emotional. You can have pain come up. If you feel pain come up, just allow it to be. It's coming up to be released. It's coming up to leave you. So allow it to come up to leave you. Okay? Don't try to hold on to it. Just you know, let it go. Let it be and let it go. Let's say that. Let it be. When the pain comes up, let it be, because your body's trying to let it go. Okay? So pain can come up. You could have shaking. You could go like this. You could get hot. You could get cold. They're usually signs of deep releases. You could get something called tetany, which is when your hands go numb. They can go a bit clawy. You know, in a group like this, I don't know how many people we have on. Are we on 67? Wow, there's a huge amount of you today. That's awesome. So, you know, your hands can go a bit clawy. It's called tetany, or you could feel like a heavy weight on your body. Okay? So if you get tetany or you have a heavy weight on your body, then just allow. And your mantra, your mantra is surrender on the out breath. So you'll be breathing in and just surrender. Tell yourself to surrender. Don't force yourself to surrender. Just tell yourself to surrender if you get that tension. And just know that it will pass. And just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. But let your breath guide you. If you do get the tetany, or for anything for that matter that happens in your session, let your breath guide you. You know, just let go. Let your breathing mechanism take you where it wants you to go. And it could be a fast breath. It could be a much slower breath. It could be a really subtle breath. Whatever. But let your breath guide you. So there are some things that can happen. What I want to ask you, I've got quite a bit of music planned today. I think we're going to go through till about 2 hours from now, actually. I'm really just in the mood to play music. And but the main breathing part of tonight will go for about an hour and a half. I do want to encourage you to stay for that hour and a half, okay? Because rebirthing breathwork is called an energy cycle. So there's a concept of an energy cycle where we breathe and something happens, like a release or a realization or tension or pain coming up. But then we go out the other side and it's like an exhale. It's like, oh, right, the release has happened. You're in a space of calm. And when you know you're in this space of calm and bliss, you know that the energy cycle's finished. And some people can go through 2 energy cycles in an hour and a half or 2 hours, or 3 even sometimes. So if you feel like you've finished your energy cycle, then you can stop and just listen to the music, or you can go if you want to. But I just encourage you to stay for the full session to be able to receive the full benefit of a whole entire energy cycle. It's much better if you can go through an energy cycle. Okay, does all make sense? Beautiful. Is there any questions? Is there any questions about that? Actually, let's take questions after I guide you. Okay, so the breathing rhythm that we're going to be using today is rebirthing, which is in through the nose and out through the nose. Okay, and it's like a newborn baby, and we don't pause. We just breathe in, we breathe out, we breathe in, we breathe out. It's not forced, it's not fast necessarily. It's just a beautiful circular flow of breath, a little bit like this. And just watch my hands so you can see the circular nature of what I'm trying to get across to you here. So it's like in, out, 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 in, out. So that's how we do it. It's very simple. And what we do though, oh, crackle time, hang on. I get some sort of electrostatic build-up in my equipment, and it crackles from time to time. But it's time for a sip of the coconut. So, yeah, it's very simple. Circular rhythm. Now, a few fundamentals of the breath are that you want to let go of the out-breath. So you want to be breathing in, and you don't want to control the out-breath. You don't want to go... You don't want to control it like, say, a ujjayi breath in yoga. You just want to let it go straight out. You don't want to push it out like getting snots out or something. You know, excuse me. You don't want to do that, but you want to breathe in and let go. Breathe in and let go. Spirit of gentleness. Don't whip yourself. Don't force yourself. Don't pressure yourself. This is supposed to be pleasurable. Spirit of gentleness, spirit of patience. You might be doing this for 10 minutes thinking nothing's happening. That's the wrong attitude. Just breathe. Even if you just get relaxed, is that not enough? You know, if you just get relaxed, that's huge, because the relaxation of the body allows you to, and the mind allows you to find equilibrium, allows you to, allows your body to heal. And come back to balance, you know. So even relaxation is enough. Okay, so just let go of your expectations of having a whiz-bang, you know, seeing God experience. It may happen, it may not. Maybe you'll just get relaxed. Maybe other people everyone has a different experience. So I just want you to, you know, one thing I want to say here, I'm very passionate about this, is that with this kind of work, everyone is addicted to the fireworks. They're all addicted to the fireworks. They're addicted to the screaming, addicted to the, you know, oh, shaky, shaky, you know, the big sort of dramatic stuff. Yeah. But it's all fireworks, and it's all like, yeah, shaking can be a big release. Definitely is. And screaming, I don't know whether screaming's really healing, to be honest. I certainly think that there's better ways to release emotion than screaming. Definitely breathing through things can be much more powerful than the screaming. That's my opinion after doing this for 19 years. So, but everyone's addicted to the fireworks, and the healing is not in the fireworks. The healing is in that extreme relaxation and that still small space where something can bubble up from your higher self through that divine consciousness and tell you something, or you feel a big, like you go really deep and then you feel this big convulsion out of your pelvis or something, and something releases out of your, deeply out of your, your muscles or something, your cells, and it's an unconscious release, and you don't even know what it is, and you don't have to re-experience it, but it's gone. That tension has been released from your body. That's where it's at. The healing's in the silence a lot of the time. It doesn't come from this big fireworks, cathartic stuff. In my opinion, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with cathartic, all right? It's just not my bag. It's not my school. So that's about it, and we're going to get started. I have gone a little bit long on my explanation today, but bear with me. We're going to get started. Just going to give you a minute now to go use the bathroom. Make sure you have a nice place to lay down, or at least lounge, or you can sit in a chair. Much better if you're laying flat and not using a pillow, because pillows kind of say to the brain, sleep, and you don't want to sleep. So a yoga mat on the ground, flat, is really nice, or lying on the edge of the bed without a pillow is good. Good headphones or a stereo system, all good. So get ready, get yourself ready, and use the bathroom, that sort of thing. And we'll come back and we'll get started. I'll guide you in, and then we'll get into this beautiful sound journey that I've got planned for you today with the breath work. And I'll be guiding you in between sound pieces, guiding you coming back to say breathing and letting go, encouraging you to breathe and let go. So, all right, go use the bathroom, and I'll be back with you shortly. All right, so let's get ready. Just going to answer some questions. Is it the same healing if we watch the replay? Yes, it is. How do we get the recording? It will be in this group, pinned to the top, pinned to featured, and eventually within a week or so it'll be on Suntara TV, which is my library of sessions. All right. Big love, everyone. There is a few people who just came in. Yes, you'll see it here on replay, Patricia. There's a few people who just came in. You've missed the whole introduction. So anyone who's just come in, I think you probably just do the sound healing. Don't do the breath work because you've missed the guiding. And do the replay and listen to the whole introduction. Unless you're experienced with rebirthing breathwork, just stay with the sound healing tonight. All right, so laying down, getting comfortable, getting ready for this magical experience of rebirthing breathwork with sound healing for the full moon in Scorpio. So we start the breathing same way as I guided you before. I'm going to guide you now as we go into it. Remember, number one thing, spirit of gentleness, spirit of patience, no forcing, no pushing, no efforting, just enjoying a conscious connected breath through the nose. If your nose blocks up, you'll have to use your mouth, but if you use your mouth, be very gentle because mouth breathing is intense. Or if your nose blocks up, then just stay with the sound healing and don't do the breath work. So here we go. This is how we breathe. I'm giving you an example rhythm. This may not be your rhythm. You want to find your rhythm out of this example. Okay, I'll explain more once I get you in. So start breathing in through the nose and let go. In through the nose, 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 let go. Keep breathing and letting go. Keep breathing and letting go. Find a rhythm that works for you. Something deeper or something shallower. Could be deeper, could be shallower. You're breathing and letting go. Spirit of gentleness. I cannot say it enough. You'll hear me say it. You'll you'll be dreaming the spirit of gentleness tonight. Spirit of gentleness and allowing, no force, no pushing, just breathing and letting go. And allowing the energy to move, allowing your body to surrender, allowing your mind to surrender. If you feel tension come up or fear, your mantra is surrender. Your mantra is surrender on the out breath. Surrender on the out breath. Okay? Keep breathing and letting go. It's going to be a beautiful journey for you all. I know it. If you just get relaxed, that's more than enough. Let go of any expectations and just breathe and allow the sounds to wash over you and wash through you. I'm delivering this to you in stereo audio. It's almost CD quality, so it should be a really beautiful audio experience for you. And see you at the other end. Please try and stay for the full journey, or at least until your energy cycle is finished with the breath work. Big love, everyone. Breathing and letting go. Breathing and letting go. Breathing and letting go. Tasha, just making sure you're good. Breathing and letting go. Thanks, Gabby. Keep breathing, everyone. Keep breathing and letting go. Breathing and letting go. Breathing and letting go. Just hearing the crackle of the fire start to come in now. Allow that fire energy to burn away anything, any negativity you're feeling. Just allow the flames to burn it away as you keep breathing and letting go. Breathing and letting go. Keep breathing and letting go. Breathing and letting go. You're breathing and letting go. Just allowing the energy to move. Energy of the shamanic drum resonating through your soul. Flames of the fire burning away anything that doesn't serve you. Burning away any negativity, burning away anything that's holding you back. Burning away self-doubt. Burning away self-doubt. Power of the Yidaki now, the didgeridoo, to move your energy, vibrate through your body as you're breathing and letting go. Coming in for a landing now. Getting gentler and gentler with breathing. If you're still going, if the breath is really still going and you're still in your cycle, just keep going. There's no abrupt stop. Just keep going if you need to. If you finished your cycle, just relax and rest. Starting to really come back from the journey now. Unless you're still in your energy cycle, keep breathing, just let the breath guide you to completion. Otherwise, you might even want to roll over onto one side, onto your left-hand side. Spend some time in the fetal position, some time to integrate, some time to just bask in the energy that you've created by giving yourself this time to be here tonight or today, wherever you are. And just as we're there, I'm just going to sing a mantra for you, gentle mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. And this mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, I use it a lot when I'm like saying, like whatever. Om Namah Shivaya. We say it to each other, me and my wife. It's like, oh, well, just let go. Om Namah Shivaya. So this is really what it means to me, is it's a mantra of letting go and letting the divine take over, which is what this Scorpio full moon is about. It's about having your path, but also allowing the divine some sway in what you're doing, and that beautiful energy to come through. Hare Om, Hare Om, Hare Om, Namah Shivaya, Hare Om, Hare Om, Hare Om, Namah Shivaya, Om Hare Om, Om Hare Om, Hare Om, Namah Shivaya, Hare Om, Hare Om, Hare Om, Namah Shivaya. Oh, 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 Namah Shivaya. Oh, 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 Namah Shivaya. Hare Om, Hare Om, Hare Om, Namah Shivaya. Hare Om, Hare Om, Hare Om, Namah Shivaya. Om Hare Om, Om Hare Om, Hare Om, Namah Shivaya. Hare Om, Hare Om, Hare Om, Namah Shivaya. Oh, 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 Namah Shivaya. Oh, 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 Thank you very much for being here, everyone. First of all, just want to know, is everyone okay? Are you all okay? Just looking at a few of the comments, although they scroll so quickly. Thank you, Alina. Thanks, Gabby. Thanks, Melissa. Thank you for your very thoughtful comment, Anita. It did feel like it was all channeling through tonight, more than it has for a long time. So I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, Shell. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks, Donna, Gabby. That's great, Shell. You had a huge release. Awesome. Doesn't matter if you don't, though, everyone else. Thank you, Anna, sorry, I should say. Thank you, Natalie. Thanks, Lorraine. Thanks, Melanie. Glad you received it well. Thanks, Cherie. Isabel, Martina. Good to see you, Tone. Good to see you, brother. Hope to see you in Oz later in the year. Amazing, Kathy, yeah. Big journey. Glad you're feeling the peace. Thanks, Gina. Love you. Love you all. Thank you, Kanti Devi. Oh, I'll let those tears stream, Shell. Yeah, and Carrie gets up at what? 2:30 in the morning to do this session in Canada, in central British Columbia. Such a legend. Thank you, Jody. So glad you're feeling good, Linda. Thanks, Anne, Lisa Lot. Thanks, Rebecca. Yeah, it was a really cosmic journey, hey, Michelle. Yeah, love you too, Tony. Love you, everyone. Thank you, Sonia. I think I'm going to turn that one into an album. Releasing 2 albums tomorrow, but far out, I recorded that professionally with professional microphones in a really nice space with a bit of mixing and mastering. That's going to sound amazing. Cut out the little crunchy bits. Another album just needs to be mixed. That's great, Melanie. Great to hear. You see, I had to turn my air conditioning off because it's too loud, so I'm sweating bullets. That's great, Andrea. Great to hear. Thanks, Linda. Grand, to be sure, Tracy French. Amazing, Stacey. Glad you had those releases. Is everyone okay? Is there anyone who's still going or is still having a big journey? I mean, look, if you're having a big journey, you're probably not going to pick up your phone and write something to me. But I just want you to hear me that I'll be around. I'll be around for, I'll probably go to bed about 4 hours from now. I'll be around. Also, yeah, if you need to talk, if you want to call me, you can. Thanks, Heath. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, spaced out is normal, Alina. Just go and have a cup of cocoa or something, or go out on the wet grass and put your feet on the ground. It's not difficult to find wet grass at the moment in Australia, especially, or Bali. Oh, my bum's sore. Oh, gee. The humanness coming back in. I'm going to put this guitar down. Hang on a second. That was my first time using the guitar for sound healing. I was a little bit unsure of myself, but I'm going to see more of that, so I have to. That's my stepping into out of my comfort zone, I should say. Thank you, Janelle. Mandy V, you sure it's not the pencil? Well, if you want to know what she's talking about, you have to come to morning breathwork on Mondays and Thursdays. All of you who are here on tickets, you got 11 days at least, so you'll know what the pencil up the bum is all about if you join me in breathwork. It's not as bad as you think it is. It's a hip opening exercise. Giving too much away. That's my Aries nature. Just can't keep a secret. I'm married to my wife's a Scorpio and I'm an Aries, and I can't keep my mouth shut, and that's all she does is keep her mouth shut. She's so good at holding things in, and I'm not very good at it, and we balance each other out, I think. Thank you, Jane. Yeah, I'm so stoked that I got that recorded. My goodness. Let me just check. Oh, look at that. Beautifully recorded. That's great, Deirdre. Yeah, clear out that COVID. Don't worry about that long COVID. We can clear it out with energy. You know. I'm looking at my phone at the comments, so if you're wondering why you can see. Oh. Awesome. We'll see more of the guitar for sure. Yeah. All right, big love, everyone. I'm going to head off. But if you need extra support, call me. or send me a message and I can get on a call with you tonight, or I can get on a call with you tomorrow. But it seems to me like you're all good and you're all integrated. But if you're not, then I'm here for you. I have a duty of care to be there for you. So, yeah. Just want to let you know, everyone, I'm coming to Australia later in the year to do a tour. I'll be doing sound healings, rebirthing sound healings live in person. I'm also running a training in November, Rebirthing Breathwork training. More details about all of that soon. Yeah. Big love, big love. And have an amazing, amazing evening. Hope that vibrates through your soul for many, many days to come and weeks to come. Come to the UK. I loved touring the UK in 2018. Yeah, we will be back. It's just the age. My kids are just about to turn 13 and they like a bit of stability, so I can't really go too far and for a little while. But they love the UK as well. They love touring there, so we'll see what happens. Big love, namaste. Thank you, everyone. So good to be here with you. Tony Hanley moved so much stuff. Awesome. We all knew it was going to be big. Yeah. That's great, man. That's so great. That's so great. Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you too, Janelle, and your wonderful daughter, and maybe daughters if they're there at the same time. Yeah, hopefully, Sarah, hopefully soon. Thank you, Sasha. Namaste, Natalie. Thanks, Leanne. Thanks, Tasha. Thanks, everyone. Big love. Love you all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing your beautiful energy. It's not just about what I'm channeling. You are the receivers. So it's a circle. It really is. And you came with open hearts to receive this energy tonight. And it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. Oh, it's a big one, Sarah. It's a big one, this one. Hold on to your hats. Yeah. Courtesy of all of you and the energy that flows between us and Suntara. Big love. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure. I feel so high. I feel so relaxed. I feel so content and satisfied and happy and grateful, and it's just so magical to be able to do this as my life path, and I'm so grateful to you all for supporting me, and yeah, massive love to you all. Good night.